Guys, welcome to Exponent Rules Day 1, the video notes. You've already done some investigations and some discovery on your own, and this is just kind of a recap video to make sure you know what you're doing. Okay, so some new vocab. When we talk about exponents, there's always a larger sized number or variable and then a mini one. It's a little bit smaller up top. This one at the bottom is called the base. Okay, so in all of these expressions here, these are the bases. Okay, it's just the bottom number. And then the little number at the top right, so in this case the 3 and the x and the b, these guys are called the exponents. Okay, so the bottom number is the base, the top number is the exponent. Now, let's say one of those is missing, then it's automatically a 1. Okay, if you can't see an exponent on a number or variable, then the exponent is automatically 1. Okay, so for example, 2x to the third power, there is really a secret 1 here if there's no exponent. Okay, so this would be 1, 2, and then there would be 3 x's. Okay, so anytime there's an exponent missing, just put a 1 there, and you know there's one of them. All right, now let's see how you guys did with your investigation, if you came up with the right rules. So x to the 5th times x to the 3rd, let's see, that would be 5 x's being multiplied times 3 x's being multiplied. Okay, so hopefully in class you guys discovered that the answer, if you add them up, is actually 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, x to the 8th power. Okay, so what is the pattern? Well, I guess this was the pattern. So what's the rule? What did you guys determine was the rule? When you are multiplying same bases, you add the powers. Okay, so when multiplying terms with the same base, you add the exponents. I hope you guys discovered that in class. Okay, now this one, what if it's dividing same bases? So let's see. We have x to the 5th power, so we have 5 x's. And we're dividing it by x to the 3rd power is 3 x's. All right, so let's do a little reducing. One of these will cancel, one of these will cancel, one of these will cancel. How many are left? Well, 2 of them, and x times x is x squared. Okay, so what's the rule? Let's say you don't want to do all this work every time. What did you guys come up with as a rule? Well, look, turns out that 5 minus 3 is 2, and that actually is the rule. So when dividing terms with the same base, you actually subtract the exponents. Again, this should be something that you guys came up with in class. Okay, so rule number 1, when you're multiplying same bases, you add the exponents. When you're dividing same bases, you subtract the exponents. Okay, and then here are just a couple more examples. We'll do a few of these. Okay, so number 3, we're going to have you guys do it 2 different ways, using the rules and then actually by writing it out the long way. Okay, so let's start by using the rules. Number 1. Okay, x to the 5th times x to the 6th. Answer using the rules. Well, the rule says if you're multiplying same bases, you add the exponents. So it'd be x to the 11th. Now let's say you don't like rules and you just want to conceptually understand it, well, here's how you would do it. You would write it out. So x to the 5th power is 5x's, and then x to the 6th power is 6x's. How many do you have total? X to the 11th. Okay, whatever way you guys make sense, do that. Okay, number 2, using the rules, when you divide, you subtract, and remember if there's no exponent, it's automatically a 1. Okay, so using the rule and subtracting, it would be y to the 7th power, because 8 minus 1 is 7. Now the long way, you would write it out. So y to the 8th would be 8y's. And then on bottom, there would only be 1. And if you cancel that 1, you'll notice there are 7 left. Okay, so whatever makes more sense to you. All right, let's do a couple that are a little bit harder. Number 3, using the rules, let's see. There's only one 3 here, so the 3 is going to stay. And then what do we do with our exponents when we're multiplying? We add. So 4 plus 3 would be x to the 7th power. So you don't really have to do anything with the 3. There's nothing to do. So 3x to the 7th. Now, using the long way, we'd have a 1 3, and then we'd have 4 x's, and then we'd have 3 more x's. Okay, so you have 3 times x to the 4th times x to the 3rd. And if you count those x's up, it would be 3 with 7 x's. So 3x to the 7th. All right, let's try number 4. So this one, excuse me, this one, using the rules, now 6 and 3, we're just dividing. So what's 6 divided by 3? Just not, those aren't exponents, those are just normal numbers. 6 divided by 3 is 2. But then what's the rule for dividing with exponents? You subtract, so 7 minus 4 is 3. Okay, let's do it the long way just to make sure. So the long way, it's 6 times 7y's, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And on bottom, it's a 3 with 4y's, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, now numbers we would reduce. So 6 divided by 3 is really just 2 over 1, right? And then these cancel, these cancel, these cancel, these cancel. So yeah, we're left with 2y to the 3rd power. Okay, so it checks out every time. All right, guys, last one. We're almost done. Last 2 here. Using the rules, let's see, you can only combine same bases. Okay, so when you multiply, you add. So this would be x to the 11th, and we're going to have to do the y's separate. When multiplying same bases, you add, so separately y to the 15th. Okay, you cannot combine them if they're not same base. Now the long way, I think you guys get the idea. Can I skip that? I think I can skip that. Okay, number 6. Using the rules. Let's see. Now, this is not exponents. This is just 10 divided by 2, and that's just 5. Okay, now let's do our exponents. You can only do the x's together, and when you divide, you actually subtract. So 8 minus 6 is 2, and for the y's, when you divide, you actually subtract, and 9 minus 5 is 4. Okay, if you want to stop here, go ahead, but I'm going to show you guys this one out the long way in case you need it. All right, we got 10 times 8 x's times, oh my gosh, 9 y's. Okay, and then on bottom, we have a 2, we have times 6 x's, times 5y's. Okay, cancel, 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 cancel. Okay, cancel, 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 cancel. This is a really annoying video. Okay, what do we got here? Well, 10 divided by 2 is 5. We have 2 x's left and 4 y's left. Okay, nice job, guys. That was day 1 of exponent rules.